If you enjoy the content, I would appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and checking out my socials.
Vitality is on a 6-map win streak on Inferno. Silently concealed in the darkness is a top 10 player, taking the lives of those stepping foot into apartments. Hey, I'm Smirky, and today I want to look at Spinx and how he defaults apps on the T side of Inferno. So let's begin. Let's take a look at what Spinx does at the start of the round. When he's running up second mid, he will typically throw a Molotov in bedroom. To do this, he will keep his crosshair at the bottom of this wall, in line with this window, and run and jump throw once he passes the bridge. This Molotov is pretty effective, as it prevents the CTs from peeking out into second mid, trying to do something aggressive. And after the Molotov, in some rounds, Spinx may combine it with a flash. And this flash is designed to blind any CTs trying to peek into second mid. That could be a rifler or an AWPer. And if you want to, while running up second mid, you could throw a 3-piece combo. In this round we can see Spinx will throw a Molotov, but afterwards he's going to combine it with a HE. And this HE is designed to badly hurt any CTs trying to run through the Molotov. Then afterwards he will throw the flash. And it is worth noting at times, his teammate like Flames may throw the other pieces of util, like in this round where Spinx will throw the Molotov and Flames will throw a flash. But on rounds where Spinx wants to be careful, like in eco, Spinx likes to play it safe. In this round, he makes his way out of spawn and hides behind this wall, not wanting to get caught out by any CT flashbangs or aggressive bedroom peeks. Once he feels comfortable, he will make his way up, ready for any peeks. Now, what should you do after running up second mid and throwing your util? Well, let's take a look at that. In round 3, we will see Spinx run up second mid and make his way towards T apps. From here, he's going to do a bit of jiggling, making sure that Cloud9 doesn't have any gaps for them to lurk out. But once he's done that for a little bit, he will move his way to take apps. And against FaZe, again we can see Spinx will make his way into T apps, but instead of jiggling, he will place himself into this position, waiting for any FaZe members to walk into his crosshair. And we already saw this position early on, but I'll show it again. With this, he's ready for any CT players to peek out of bedroom. And for the CT members, it's going to be a pretty awkward angle for them to clear, as Spinx is just standing in the middle of nowhere. However, for Spinx, he only has to look in one direction, ready to pop the heads as they come into view. Another position you can use to hold stairs is this corner, where Spinx puts himself in a position where if the CTs were to walk out, the barrel of their gun should appear first, giving Spinx a slight advantage. And also, lower ranked players may get caught out as they might be trying to clear this position. But against Cloud9, Axile is going to peek T apps with an AWP. Apex, playing in a similar position we saw Spinx before, spots Axile and tags him down. So, trying to punish Axile, they will try to apply the pressure, losing Flames, but Spinx is quick to react and gets a double kill. The last position you could use to hold stairs is something pretty close. In this round, Spinx is going to make his way up and place himself right here. As if they were to peek, they will most likely be wanting to pre-aim the angles outside of door, but may not be ready for Spinx's position, and Spinx will be able to spot the CTs before they can spot him, due to him having peek's advantage. However, there are quite a few rounds where Spinx just goes straight into apps after running up second mid. Like in this round, where Spinx throws his Molotov and immediately makes his way into bedroom. Or round 6, where Spinx and Flames are going to stick together, fast into apps, wanting to punish any CTs lurking there early. But in round 7, this technique is used really well, as Apex is spamming holes from bridge, trying to tag down any Apps players early, but also potentially masking the footsteps of Spinx. So in this round, Spinx is going to run up and catch Axel by surprise, gaining the man advantage early for his team. This trick may be good to throw in maybe once or twice a game. Now that you've done waiting for any CTs to peek into you, or perhaps you want to go into Apps fast, how should you clear it? Well, let's take a look at Spinx's crosshair placement. In this round, we're going to see some ideal crosshair placement from Spinx. In this, he's ready to peek into Apps. So first, he's going to start juggling holes to make sure no one's holding him. Afterwards, he will open his angles up, first checking this off angle that you might see A players play if they were doing a 2 Apps setup. Once he's jiggled that angle, he swings out and is ready for any players to be in this position, his crosshair being perfectly in place on where a CT's head will be. As he moves up, he keeps an eye on this corner, but now he wants to push up, and he needs to worry about boiler and holes. So you will see him creep up, put his crosshair into the stairs, and uncrouching on where a CT's head might be. Afterwards, he bounces his crosshair between holes and this corner, not wanting to get caught out by these positions. Once he's made sure these angles are no longer a threat, he starts preparing for holes, and he does this by jiggling. Notice the way Spinx is jiggling. When he jiggles, he can't spot for any CTs down this corridor, but the purpose of this jiggle is trying to bait shots. So as he jiggles, a CT may shoot, giving their position away. Once he's done jiggling, he jiggles a bit wider, checking for any CTs down the corridor. Once he's made sure that's not a threat, he comes over to boiler and crouching and uncrouching, ready for CTs to be in these corners. He will then check bedroom. And just so you know how it looks in real time, I'll play the clip again. Most of the time Spinx is alone when he is clearing Apps through stairs, but he might have a teammate like in round 6 with Flames. In this, Spinx can hold angles while Flames clears the other. With this, Flames is going to clear the cubby angle, and then while Flames peeks into holes, Spinx will be holding boiler, holding each other's backs. And in round 7, you will see the exact same thing, both players holding each other's backs, but in this round, they are going to get ready for an Apps pop through holes. But now I want to take a look at bedroom. Maybe 40 to 50% of the rounds, Spinx likes to make his way into bedroom. When Spinx wants to leave bedroom, you will see he will be very cautious of players near this window. As I mentioned before, you may see CT players playing 2 Apps and this be one of the positions. Once Spinx has got to this point, he doesn't want to just swing out and have his back completely exposed to boiler or vice versa, holes. So you'll see he'll be very diligent. Using similar jiggle techniques as we saw in holes, he will slowly get more comfortable, peeking out with his head, and then comes out. Once he's out bedroom, he'll clear the corner, and then make his way to clear holes. First peeking out into the right side of holes, and then onto the left. In round 11, Spinx again is inside of bedroom and wants to make his way out diligently. So we will see something similar, but in this round, he's going to use the barrel of his gun to try and bait players who might be in boiler to shoot. Alternatively, Spinx in some rounds may switch it up and go for a wide peek. In round 9, Spinx will make his way into bedroom, hold for a little bit just in case. He will clear the same window position as we saw before, but at this point, instead of jiggling and showing his barrel, he's just going to wide swing out, wanting to quickly move past the enemy's crosshair and get his own onto the enemy. Now, once you get Apps control, what do you do with it? Well, typically Spinx will just be holding an angle, waiting for his in-game leader to make a call. but could also just be sitting here for the majority of the round. One angle Spinx loves to play is this one right at bedroom. With this, he puts his crosshair onto boiler, ready to punish any CTs hungry for information. You may see CTs peek into this angle late into the round, or when they need it, i.e. they have a player missing, and or there's a lot of pressure on the other side of the map. Spinx gets a bit of unlucky timing, as when he moves away to check holes, he gets the kill onto electronic, backs out peeks through boiler. Or another position you could play is this one, where Spinx is watching this gap, ready to spot or punish any CTs wanting to make their way into apps. And in this round, Spinx will play the same angle, but just look what he does when he wants to move out. He will slowly clear the left before making his way onto balcony to execute onto A with his teammates. And I just want to quickly highlight a position Flames played, as you might like it. Instead of holding the gap in balcony, you might instead want to play close like this. In this position, Flames has his crosshair ready for any CTs to peek out into holes, which is a common scenario. As the Apps player, if your team is executing onto the B site or making their way over, it can take quite a bit of time for you to make your way over. So we will take a look at rounds where Spinx is left alone on the A side, meanwhile his team are pushing up towards B. In this round, Vitality are creeping their way up banana. Meanwhile Spinx is playing this close mid position, watching for any plays coming out of balcony, but can also be ready for plays coming out of mid. Having your Apps player do something like this, just staying around the A side of the map, is pretty important, as if your B hit fails, you can rely on your Apps player to come back towards A and try something different. If Spinx was over towards B and their B hit failed, they don't know if Cloud9 pushed down mid. But in this round, Spinx is going to do something pretty aggressive that I haven't seen that much from him, this being him lurking into top mid. When Vitality gets 2 entries on the B side and it's wide open, Spinx will test his luck by going through the smoke. In this, we can see already the long play has rotated off, and when Spinx peeks out, he gets the kill onto Axile, but he wasn't expecting Electronic to be boosted on Porch. However, if Electronic was playing the position he's meant to, i.e. Apps or Pit, this would have worked out amazingly. However, I do want to mention that this isn't really a big risk and doesn't have that much impact, as if he dies, Vitality has the B site, and if he gets the kill, Vitality still has the B site. All this is really doing is just trying to punch a hole in Cloud9's economy, which we can see from Vitality's money is something they can afford. Another position you could play is from Mexi. Again, having a similar effect, making sure Cloud9 doesn't push down mid. And from this position, he can also quickly check second mid to see if players are going past him. But it is worth noting, it can be a hard timing to catch due to how narrow the angle is. But as his team is fighting on the B site, he will throw a HE onto top mid and then make his way over to help. And if you just want to be a pure scum of the earth, play this position. This position is disgusting as it's so easy to catch unsuspecting CT players rotating to the B site, especially in lower ranked games. In this round though, Spinx is going to stay here the entire time, trying to punish FaZe for saving. But I do want to quickly mention that Spinx doesn't always stay behind and hold A. There's a few handful of rounds where Spinx doesn't hold A and instead makes his way over to B. Again, this could take quite a bit of time and forces your teammates on B to pause if they want to wait for you. When watching Spinx's demos, I've noticed he's patient. In most rounds, you will see him wait at an angle, patiently waiting for CT aggression. He's precise. His crosshair placement is used in a way where he thinks a CT will be in that position, making him accurate when peeking an angle. And lastly, he's cooperative. Spinx works well with teammates and allows them to change how Apps is approached, making it difficult for the CTs to hold. Your pistols for T-side nuke suck. Check out this video I did where I showcased Veix's high pressure outside nuke T pistol. That can be found in the description. Apart from that, thanks for watching and see ya in a bit.